Hey guys, today gonna be doing this ESPN Pigskin Bracket Challenge for the NFL playoffs. Pretty simple. Basically just gonna be filling out my bracket just like a March Madness bracket, but of course NFL playoff style. And yeah, you're gonna wanna pick some upsets. I have a few upsets myself. Maybe a few Cinderella runs, you could say, just like they do in March Madness. Now let's just get right into it. Beginning with the first round, yeah, have the Texans and the Browns, and what a story the Houston Texans have been this season. Just absolutely insane. In the playoffs for the first time since 2019. Uh, and I really like the Texans. That kind of Cinderella story you have, but they got screwed over. And it's really unfortunate that they have to face Cleveland because Cleveland's a very solid team in my opinion, and I do have the Cleveland Browns winning this game here and advancing to play the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional round. So yes, and also you can fill up to two brackets. So this is just my main bracket, but I'm gonna do a second one. I'll show you guys that one as well after this. Then you got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins facing off, and this is pretty insane to not see the Chiefs as the number one seed in the AFC. What a mediocre season they had this year, honestly. What a mediocre season, and it's pretty insane that they're the three seed. You're used to seeing them right here. And the Dolphins, I'm not sold on the Dolphins, not yet. I mean, I could see them winning this game. I could see them defeating Kansas City, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. I can't see it happening. Uh, so I'm just not yet sold on them. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs in that game. To face either the Bills or the Steelers, and God, dude, how are the Steelers in here? How did Pittsburgh make it, dude? They just they feel it feels like they went 5-12. It really does. It really feels like the Steelers won only 5 games this season, and they're in the playoffs. Pretty insane, indeed. And they don't have a chance here. Gonna take Buffalo any day of the week. Buffalo wins this game 99 out of 100 times. Just gotta pray to God that it isn't that 1 in 100 time that the Steelers win that game. So we're gonna go with the Bills in that one. Then moving on to the Buccaneers and the Eagles, so we're in the NFC now. And we're going to go with the Eagles here, pretty self-explanatory. Eagles, kind of a disappointing season. I mean, you can't say that, but everybody expected them to win the NFC, Jesus Christ, South, East. For some reason, I don't have the divisions memorized. Uh, so yes, gonna take the Eagles here pretty easily. I mean, Tampa's just they're not that strong. Yeah, they're in the East region. Yes, NFC East, obviously. The NFC South, which is the Buccaneers, that's what they won. Um, it's just one of the weakest, probably the weakest conference, or weakest division in not only the NFC but in the entire NFL. So I'm gonna take the Eagles easily. The Lions versus the Rams. How did the Rams get into the playoffs? I don't know. The Lions have been the story all year. Going to take them easily. Detroit headed on to the divisional round. When was the last time they were in the playoffs? I actually don't remember. It's been it's been a hot minute. What a great season, and I think it continues past the wild card round for Detroit. And they will face. I was pretty tempted at first to actually pick the massive upset here and take Green Bay. But because I feel like It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in one of these 3 rounds. The Cowboys will blow it again, like they always do. They're gonna blow it and fall short of where everybody thinks they will go. But I am going to pick Dallas to win this game, beat Green Bay, knock them out, and got to take the Dallas Cowboys in that game. It's not easy. It was tempting, but it was pretty tempting. But I am going to stick to my guns with the Cowboys in the first round, the wild card round. So we move on to the second round, the divisional round of the playoffs, the NFL playoffs here. Ravens, the 1 seed, out of Baltimore, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And the miracle run for the Cleveland Browns continues, my friends. There you go. Not going to take the Ravens. We're going to take the Browns because I think the Ravens are frauds. They're complete frauds. I mean, I'm not sold on Lamar yet. Not sold on Lamar Jackson yet. He's going to have a miracle to win this game, I think. If the Texans do beat the Browns, which could happen, I could see that. I think the Texans could beat the Ravens too. So I'm gonna go with the Browns. Headed to the conference championship, dude. How about that? Cleveland back in it. There you go. Moving on. This is a tough game here. You have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, Kelsey, they've had a pretty mediocre season. But I am going to take the Chiefs to continue it. I'm not a big fan of the Bills, not a big fan of Josh Allen right now. He's barely led the Bills into the playoffs, into the postseason here. And going to take the Chiefs to get the dub. So moving on. So there's the conference championship in the AFC, Browns-Chiefs. How about that? Moving on, the 49ers and the Eagles in the NFC. So, this is where it starts to get tough in this divisional round, because now you're getting to see more evenly matched teams, and it's, do you take the upset, or do you go chalk? And I'm going to go chalk. The 49ers, just an insane team. Just insane. The Eagles, still a very solid team, but I like the 49ers to get the W in that one and win that game and advance to the conference championship to play either the Cowboys or the Lions. And we all know it's going to happen. We all know the Cowboys will blow it. We know they will blow it. It's just where. It all depends on where. Is it going to be the wild card round, divisional round, or conference championship? Where will they blow it? And Detroit, just insane. An insanely good team here. But I am going to have to take Dallas. I thought about this a lot. And yeah, I'm going to have to take Dallas. I think they continue it to the conference championship. It was tough, dude. It was tough. Taking them over Detroit. Detroit's had an insane monster of a season, but I do think Dallas is the slightly better team. Ever so slight. It's slight. It's very slight, but I'm going to take Dallas in that game to beat the Lions of Detroit. And so now this is it. 2 spots in the Super Bowl. Who will get them? Browns, Chiefs. And ladies and gentlemen, an absolute monster season for the Browns sends them to the Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns headed to the Super Bowl. I like this Browns team a lot. I like them a lot. Epic season. They come back. They go 0-16 in 2017. And then just 6 years later, they come back and they're in the Super Bowl. What an absolute turnaround. Cleveland has a great team. and I think they're going places. So there you go. The Browns are in the Super Bowl, and they will take on the 49ers. There it is, pretty obvious. Cowboys, they just can't make the Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen. They can't make it. There you go. So, I'm happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this. Some of these picks were pretty risky, I will admit, like the Browns over the Ravens. The Browns are my Cinderella. They are my Cinderella in this bracket. And, yeah, I'm going to take them to the Super Bowl where they will lose to the 49ers because the San Francisco 49ers will win the Super Bowl this year. It's been a hot minute since they've last hoisted the Super Bowl trophy. They're going to do it again this year, my friends. This is the year. So let's give a round of applause for the San Francisco Niners as they will take on the Browns in the Super Bowl and end that Cinderella run. Absolutely insane. It's just like the St. Peter's run in March Madness a few years ago. Maybe not that big or surprising, but pretty big nonetheless. And then the tiebreaker, how many total points will be scored? Gonna have a lot of high scoring games in this in the playoffs this year. And I'm gonna go with we're gonna go with about, say, man, this is tough. We're gonna go with about, let's go 526. 526. Don't know how that number popped in my head, but we're going with it. We're sticking with it. And there it is. There's my bracket. And I will also fill out my second bracket and just show you guys that at the end of this video here. So there you go. You got to pick some upsets. You got to know where to pick them. Got to take risks. It's not going to be complete chalk. So there you have it, my friends. There you have it. My official ESPN Pigskin bracket. There it is. And yeah, there you have it. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Just gonna have some fun with this, and yeah. See if I'm first place on the leaderboard by the end of this. Probably not, but we'll see. Gonna have some fun with it. There you go. And I will show you guys my second bracket. Here it is, my second bracket here. Just kind of did this one in a flash. So here in this one, I picked the Texans to defeat the Browns. Because some of these games are really pick'ems. These could go either way. Gonna take the Texans in this second bracket. The Dolphins upset the Chiefs. Still sticking with the Bills. There's no way the Steelers get past them. Sticking with the Eagles, Lions. And I did say in the first bracket that I contemplated this, so I'm going to take it here in the second one. Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers upset the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys blow it in the first round of the playoffs, the wild card round. So there you have it. And then Ravens beat the Dolphins. They advance to play the Bills, who defeat the Texans. Then you have the 49ers. They should handle the Packers. They will handle the Packers. The Lions defeat the Eagles in the second round. The Eagles just have a tough draw no matter what. Then Ravens headed to the Super Bowl because I don't like the Ravens, but it is realistic. And then the 49ers of San Francisco head to the Super Bowl, and we're going to have the Ravens win it in this one. And just picked random number 484 total points scored in total. So there you have it. We're going to go with this. And yeah, so there you have it. Going to go with the Ravens in this one. I don't like it. Like I said, don't love them. Don't love them. But it's realistic. It is realistic, I will say that. So we're going to go with them winning this one. I know. Pretty chalk with the Super Bowl champions picked the 49ers and the Ravens. So I'm going to go with that. and submit. And yeah, well, that is it. So if you guys enjoyed, like the video. I don't really care if you like it or not. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be that guy that begs for likes. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, so good luck with your guys' brackets. See who will win this. Who will win. Thank you for watching my first ever YouTube video. Pretty insane indeed, and yeah, that's going to be it. So see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be.